This is Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa. The story of resurgent and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel. Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa.
Hello viewers, I'm Gamechi Samandida and welcome to Sunday's edition of the Pulse of African News. Patrick Herminie, leader of the main opposition party, United Seychelles, has been declared the winner of the country's presidential election, according to results released Sunday by the Electoral Commission. Patrick Herminie, leader of the main opposition party, United Seychelles, has been declared the winner of the country's presidential election, according to results released Sunday by the Electoral Commission. Herminie secured 52.7% of the votes, defeating incumbent President Wavel Ramkalawan of the Seychelles Democratic Alliance, who received 47.3% in the runoff. In his victory speech, the 62-year-old expressed gratitude to voters, saying he was deeply humbled by the trust that the people have placed in me and pledged to serve with a profound sense of duty and faith in the Seychelles people. Herminie, who previously served as a Speaker of the National Assembly from 2007 to 2016, will serve a 5-year term. The runoff election, held from Thursday to Saturday, followed a first round in late September in which no candidate won an outright majority. Gabonese vote in the second round of legislative elections. Gabonese voters headed back to the polls for the second round of legislative elections, marking another step in the country's return to democratic governance after the 2023 military coup that ousted former President Ali Bongo. The runoff vote is taking place in 77 constituencies where no candidate won an outright majority in the first round held on September 27. Around 900,000 citizens were eligible to vote in the first round, the first national poll since President Brice Oligui Nguema came to power. Nguema's Democratic Union of Builders secured 55 of 145 parliamentary seats in the first round, while Bongo's Gabonese Democratic Party managed to win only 3 seats. The two parties remain the main contenders, with campaigns focusing on convincing undecided voters. Ahead of the second round, President Nguema praised the smooth conduct of the initial vote and called on election officials, candidates and citizens to double their efforts to ensure integrity, transparency and peace. Observers say the elections will serve as a key test of stability and credibility for the transitional government as Gabon moves toward restoring civilian rule.
This is Africa, the cradle of humanity, the frontier of the future, a land of visionaries, creators and pioneers, a continent of unstoppable energy where innovation meets tradition, where voices rise, loud and fearless.
I am an African.
This is the heartbeat of a billion people, diverse, bold, united by a single purpose to tell our own stories in our own way. No borders, no barriers, no filters. A new era of African storytelling is here. From every corner of the continent, from the bustling cities to the quiet villages, we tell Africa's story by Africans for the world. This is the land of a rising Africa, where Africa speaks and the world listens. This is why today we bring you POA, Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa.
South Africa ready for major nuclear energy push. South Africa is poised to make a significant announcement next week regarding its plans to expand its nuclear energy program. Koksento Ramokoba, Minister of Electricity and Energy, said the government is close to unveiling a plan that initially aims to build 5,000 megawatts of new nuclear capacity. Ramokoba confirmed that the South African Nuclear Energy Corporation will play a central role. He noted that the 60-year-old research reactor requires a refresh, with the country actively seeking international partners to help take it to another level, citing an insatiable appetite for global collaboration. The minister also championed small modular reactor as a pristine opportunity for future expansion. He believes SMRs will be crucial for locating new data centers across various geographical areas. Turning to the continent, Ramokoba stressed that Africa's time is new in the nuclear space. He pointed out that the continent is already a key producer of uranium, accounting for 14% of global production, with further reserves yet to be tapped. Moving to business news, Congo will cancel cobalt export quotas for companies that fail to ship their full allocations or violate tax and environmental rules, the mining regulator announced Saturday. The new use it or lose it policy takes effect on October 16, marking the resumption of cobalt exports after a months-long suspension aimed at stabilizing prices. As the world's top cobalt producer, Congo's move is seen as a strong bid to tighten control over the critical battery metal used in electric vehicles. Major producers are already seeing the impact of the new quotas. China's SMOC and Glencore have secured the largest allocations for the fourth quarter of 2025, with 6,000 tons and 3,925 tons, respectively. Analysts warned that the policy could affect global electric vehicle supply chains if some companies fail to comply, highlighting Congo's growing influence over the cobalt market.
There is a tendency in the underdeveloped countries to think that there is a shortcut to development, that countries can be developed for us by someone else. I'm saying this is not possible, it has never happened. So what we are trying to say is the basis of development is our own effort.
Sub-Saharan Africa's economy is projected to grow 3.8% in 2025, up from 3.5% in 2024, supported by easing inflation and a modest recovery in investment, according to the World Bank's latest Africa's Pulse report. Inflation has eased, with only 10 countries now experiencing double-digit rates, but risks remain from the global trade uncertainty, declining investment and rising debt, with nearly half of the region's countries in or at high risk of debt distress. Growth is not keeping pace with the rapidly expanding labor force. Over the next 25 years, the region's working-age population will increase by more than 600 million, yet only a small share currently secure wage-paying jobs. The report calls for policies to boost job creation through improved infrastructure, skills development with targeted reforms and investments. Sub-Saharan Africa could unlock its employment potential and achieve more inclusive and sustainable growth. With targeted reforms and investments, Sub-Saharan Africa could unlock its employment potential and achieve more inclusive and sustainable growth. That's it from Pulse of Africa. Thank you for watching and goodbye.